Hey there. I wanted to show children, if you want to sit with me, if you're virtual and at home. I also wanted to show this video for parents so you know what we're doing every day in the classroom. So when we get in the morning, we get to our carpet or to our group area, the first thing we do is we just do some oral blending and segmenting. So I want to show you what that looks like. I might say the word fish and we would segment it. We would say ish, fish, and we'd always bring our hand down, a little bit of kinesthetic movement to help our brain remember it. So I might say had, add, had. One more. And these are all just CVC words. They're consonant, vowel, consonant words. So you have to make sure that those are the words you're giving them. Cat, k, at, cat. Now that's blending. Now we're going to take a word apart, okay? We're going to segment it. So if I say the word, if I say at, what would you say? Bat. That's right. If I say ship, what would you say? Ship. Ship, ship. If I say ought, what would you say? Lot. That's right. So moms and dads, if you're with virtual students, you can just come up with that CVC simple word to have your students say the sounds, blend them back together, or you give them the sound and they give you the word and they do their body movement. So we do that orally several times. Then the next thing we do is we get out our letter keyword cards and then we all do it together. So if you're at home virtual with your student, of course that child's going to do it by himself, but in the classroom we do it together and we do it in rhythm. So we're going to go through all of these cards that I have so far. C, cat, k. G, game, g. N, nut, n. P, pan, p. O, octopus, aw. I, itch, I. T, top, t. D, dog, d. A, apple, a. U, up, E, ed, e. M, man, F, fun, f. V, van, v. Remember F and V? Your mouth does exactly the same thing. On F, your voice is off. On V, your voice box is on. So we go through our keywords just like that. And then we start which are our drills. This is from a training that I did. It's Orton Gillingham, Orton Gillingham, Gillingham. It is a multi-sensory training. I was designed for kids with dyslexia, but what I found in my experience is it is great for all children, and especially to build a foundation and to help them to learn. So we will do this every day in the classroom, and we'll be learning skills and new letter combinations all throughout the year, and it just builds and builds and builds. So the first one is our auditory drill. So the students, they have a whiteboard and a marker. So if you're at home virtually, if you don't have a whiteboard, you can just use a piece of paper and a pencil. So my students are gathered around together and we have our whiteboards and markers. And so the auditory drill is I say the sound and the student writes the letter on their board. And as they're writing it, get them to say, so if I say a, they're writing, and as they're writing on their board, they're writing A says a. Okay? So I'm going to show you the sound, just the sounds, B. And the student writes it, and the student would say, as he's writing it, he would say, B says B. Okay, I'm not going to do that for everyone. I'm just going to go through the drill for you. So the students can't see my letter. They just see me saying the letter. And I say, my sound is F. F. My sound is D. D. My sound is V. My sound is N. And I keep going through the letters that we've learned and reviewed so far. So that's our auditory drill. That means they're listening to the sound and then writing the name. A says A, and they're writing it on their whiteboard. The next drill is called the visual drill, and that's because students are going to look with their eyes. I will show the letter, and they will say the sound. So I'm just showing a letter, not saying anything, and students are saying D, D. The students say G, G. Student says N. The student says K, K. Okay, so that is, and we go through all the letters that we've learned so far. All right, the third drill actually is our blending drill. So I'm going to get the camera and sort of tilt it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I hope you can see that okay. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm making 3 piles of cards. Now, you have to think about where you're putting the card, okay? Because we're going to find C only at the beginning of a word, okay? We're going to find our vowels in the middle. And then some letters can go, like a B, it can go at the beginning or it can go at the end. Okay? F is going to go at the beginning. We can put D either place. V at the beginning. N, it can go either place. Okay, so now that we have 3 piles, the student, and especially if you're individual, if you're in the classroom, I have these up on a little chart stand, so I'm standing up. So the child, if he's sitting with you individually, he points at the bottom, he says, V, A, N, van. Okay? We take up the word. We take up one letter. Excuse me. We take up just one letter, and it can be anywhere. And he taps it. F, A, N, fan. You can move a letter. Right now, we just have the letter, the vowel letter A. A says I in the middle. So, f, add, fad. F, ab, fab. Now, if I were to add another vowel, which I don't have one handy, then I could take away the A and maybe there's an I there, okay? So, k, ab, cab, okay? And I just do that until all the letters are gone, okay? So that's our blending drill. Now I'm going to move back up. And now the students have their whiteboards. So now we're going to, I will say a word, we will segment it with our fingers, blend it, and then they're going to write it. So right now we're focusing on CVC words. So I'll tell the students, take your board and do 3 lines across. So it looks just like this. And I'll say the word, bat. Bat. Let's tap it out. B, at bat. Now write it. The student writes it. So I'm going to be the student. I'm going to be writing the beginning, the middle, and the ending sound. After he writes it, he shows it to me, and I can just scan the room and know who's with me. If they have a letter backwards, I can correct that, or I can say, oops, check your middle sound, see if that's right. Then I say, erase your boards, draw your 3 lines. My word is, let's see, shop, shop. Tap it out. Shop, shop. Now, I just gave you a tricky word. Make sure the words that you're doing with your children at home are letter combinations that we've introduced. When I said shop, you will notice, and this is one we haven't learned yet, but this is an H brother that we'll learn about later. So the sh makes one sound. So he goes in the first box. We haven't done that yet. So make sure you just do simple CVC words with a 3-letter combination. So if you've got a child and you're like, okay, I'm going to give you a challenge word, then you certainly can with your child. So that is the blending drill that they do on their boards. Okay, so we do this every morning in the classroom, and for our virtual students, I want you to do it every day at home. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.